So I qualified for the Olympic trials at CIM in 2022, so just over a year ago.
Out of nowhere, I wasn't in pain. Like, I wasn't like expecting this to happen. Literally just start projectile vomiting.
I think 2019, it was more of like I was doing it for myself, you know? But now I'm doing it for my wife, for my daughter, and so I have a completely different perspective. It's not about me. It's way bigger than me, you know? My final time was 2:17:58, and I needed to be under 2:18, so just barely got it. So it was close, way too close. Right, so this is my morning space where I do all of my exercises and get ready for my run. And then we have like this mini ultrasound kit. I'm having some inner knee pain, and I've been told that kind of ultrasounding gets some of that inflammation out. So we'll do that. And then after all of that, do some band exercises to warm up the leg before the run. We'll roll out everything. Yeah, then we'll kind of go from there. It's nice to, you know, be chasing this dream with, you know, having a daughter, because it is very difficult. No, but it is challenging, but it's definitely, it's been great. Through me chasing this dream, I can kind of, you know, once she's older, tell her about it and, you know, encourage her to chase her dreams, you know, because if, you know, I can lead by example and show her that, you know, it's possible to still be a working professional and have a hobby that you really love and can be successful at both, you know? So she's my inspiration. She's the reason I wake up early morning to chase this dream, so that I can show her that, you know, you can do it. So it's been good. It's been very nice to have that extra motivation. It was even earlier at times when I was in Philadelphia, just because of my residency schedule. We often had to be in the hospital by like 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. And so I was starting my run at 4 a.m., like starting running. The knee was definitely bothering me on the strides. So I'm anxious to see what my PT, what magic he has for me, hopefully. It's a fine balance, I feel like, just because I don't have much time before the trials, but I also want to get there healthy. So trying to balance like getting in some work, but like not overdoing it. And you know, I've said that before. And so we'll see. See how it goes.
Living the dream.
Yep. Hour later than expected. Oh. So my name is Johnny Hogue, and I'm based in Los Angeles. Sorry. No, I can't look at you, bro. All right. Sorry. I started running when I was in middle school. I tried cross country out. My first race, I got 3rd place. So I was like, all right, like maybe there's some potential here. And then I found, you know, a couple years after college, I was like, all right, I need some type of goal, something to race towards. I honestly Googled fastest marathon courses. I just Googled it, and Wineglass was one. I was like, all right, driving distance, perfect. Yeah.
What was your first marathon?
So it was 2:22. It was my first one.
It's a good debut.
Yeah. So windy. It's picking up. Oh, 3 miles now, 5:25, 5:20, 5:15, and then I'm working like twice as hard just to keep the pace. You know, only have now 27 days. So my thoughts, okay, really can't build up a ton of mileage, but just making sure I'm doing the small things right. So sleep, eating, nutrition. And then my fitness should carry over from the marathon. So I'm so hungry. Yeah, I definitely, well, I'll get a smoothie in, and then like I'll have to do a lift. and then I'll get like full on food. But it's crazy though. I feel like after I lift, I feel much better. Like even like the day, like right after, like my body feels much better lifting. I just historically have tight calves. Been working with Brendan, and he determined like for me, I just needed to do calf strengthening pretty much like every week, like 2-3 times a week. So everyone's different, but like for me, that's my one thing. It's like my saving grace.
Off to work here. I'm Jackson Neff. I'm based in Boulder, Colorado, and I run the marathon.
Me too.
I think I know what I'm doing. 4-mile tempo.
Yeah, take like 4
4
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
10 by 800 with 90 seconds rest.
Yeah. I want you keeping it like continuous though. Like
Yeah.
jog like 200 to the start in 90 seconds.
Okay.
Just try to keep it continuous. And just threshold pace. Just see how like what the wind's doing. But yeah, just see how you feel.
Yeah.
Keep the tempo pretty controlled. I'm Tori Gerlach, and I am Jackson's wife and coach. I started coaching him about a year ago, but I feel like we always joked about it because I've been coaching for a few years now. But I feel like a few years ago we would always say like, oh, that would never work, or I don't know about that, or if we were ready to take that on. And then, yeah, I feel like just the further he went in his marathon career, the more I kind of like learned about it. And I feel like that's how I learned about marathoning, was through him. And it's been going pretty well ever since.
Sure, yeah, the coach-athlete relationship is really special, but no, I met my wife, Tori, through running. We were both steeplechasers in college at rival schools, but, you know, small world, and eventually came together. And yeah, we've been together for 8 years. We just got married a few months ago. And yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer for me. Tori's super smart and, you know, analytical when it comes to running and training and workouts and how to maximize yourself. So, you know, I know she does that for herself. She has other athletes that she coaches, and I knew that she'd be great at it. I trusted her, and it's interesting. It's different, you know, living with your coach, but you know, we separate it pretty well. You know, we'll have a conversation about running, about training, about the workout, and then we'll turn that off and get back to our normal life. So we balance it well, and no, it's been a really enjoyable experience.
Tori, did you get your run in?
Yeah,
You good?
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
I worry about you sometimes. You guys having fun in there? Is it warm? Is it fun? Good vibes?
The vibes are high.
What did you just hit on those though?
The vibes are high out here too.
What'd you hit on that?
228.
My goal in this sport has always just been to work hard and try to maximize myself. And I feel like I've continually surprised myself, you know, PB'd and, you know, by minutes and minutes, and I've surpassed where I ever thought I would get, honestly. So it's almost strange to continue to look forward and, you know, what's next, what's the next PR, you know, how fast can I really be? Tori and I talk about that a lot. Like, you know, I'm a 2:15 marathoner right now. We think I could run 2:13, 2:12, you know, that's not crazy. So I don't know what the ultimate goal is. I think I'm enjoying it right now. I love racing. I love traveling for racing. So there's still a lot of world majors I'd like to knock off. Doing those while I'm young and fit and can, you know, run pretty fast would be, you know, a really cool experience. And I think I definitely have some of those majors on my radar. But I'm not really looking too far past the trials right now. It's kind of the only thing on my mind or on the calendar, and I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But yeah, just really trying to push myself and maximize the athlete I can be.
All right. Cool, that's good. All right, I'm off to work.
Have a good day.
Thank you. I'll see you when you get back.
I'll see you.
Okay. Take this. So yeah, one of my colleagues, Maggie Goss, but she made this wonderful sign for me. So when I came in after running at CIM on Sunday and I had to work in clinic that next morning, this was up here. She came early to put this up here to congratulate me because she was following me during the race. So super nice, and I still have it up. I'm wondering when it's probably time to take it down, but I'm keeping it up for now. It's been a while. It's been up here for a while, but yeah, this is my office. Yeah.
Yeah, so for context, I work in sales right now. It's the end of our fiscal year. Basically what that means is like, it's so busy. So we have quota to hit, end of year, we're trying to sell as much as possible. It's definitely, I'm having to figure out ways that I could maybe take less time, whether it's like, you know, I like to have me time or like spending time with my girlfriend. Like we've, you know, communicated through that and figure out, all right, maybe we're gonna have less time like going out to eat or less time like having time to like watch YouTube at night, whatever it might be, like taking time away from that just so we can put it in those two buckets. I don't know, we love thrift shopping. So like in New York, before we moved here, we were thrift shopping a lot. And this is our favorite version of that. But also we just like walking around together and we'll usually get coffee or something here, but. Why do you smack it like that? Always, bro.
I am not a gamer. I enjoyed video games growing up, but I just love having my screens. I always have a few different things going on, some emails, some documents, some chats. So yeah, running and work, I find that they help each other for me. Like for me, it's all about the balance. I like having both sides of the spectrum, you know, pushing myself physically with running and then, you know, pushing myself mentally with work. I think it works really well for me. I don't think I would thrive as a, you know, full-time athlete. I think I would, you know, go a little crazy and need to do something to busy myself. So, you know, having work and having that outlet actually really helps me and helps my training, I think. And so, yeah, it's worked well, and it's kind of all I've ever known, you know, started working right after school. So I've kind of always had to balance training and work since 2015. So going on 9 years now, but no, it works well for me and I enjoy it, so.
Yeah, that was that was back in residency actually. That was in 2019 CIM. Got there Friday night, ran the race Saturday, left Sunday evening around 5 West Coast time, but had to come all the way back to Philly. And so it was a red eye, but I was on service. I had to be in the hospital by like 6:30 a.m. to like do rounds and see patients. Got into Philadelphia at like 5 a.m. maybe after the red eye and literally took an Uber straight to work, changed at work into my professional clothes and was like limping. You know, I just ran a marathon and was on a long flight, so I was so sore. But it was great because like everyone was so proud of me at work. And so they were like, oh, we can push you in a wheelchair to see your patients. We can help you. But that was a crazy turnaround for sure. Now every day is a tight squeeze, to be honest. Just running early morning, you know, rushing to work, getting to clinic, you know, coming home, taking care of Libby, doing a double if I have one, trying to get a lift in, you know, trying to recover. Every day is kind of squeezing stuff in. But so I just want to, you know, show my daughter you can do it despite what people think, despite, you know, things that are going on. Like if you really love something, then you can make it work. So my perspective is much different, and that's made the journey challenging, but it's made it more fun and in some ways easier because I have more motivation to kind of achieve those goals. Yeah.